What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Kakis, and today we have a brand new Xur Inventory review for the weekend of September 26th to the 29th, and so let's get started. Alright, let's take a look at what he has. Firstly, for the exotics, I'm gonna say this again, guys. Remember, you can actually change the archetype of usually this second exotic here. You can see it's Brawler. If I go into my Ghost Shell and change from Specialist to Grenadier, let's see if that's made any difference here. And boom, it's Grenadier. So if you want the Gear Falcons this weekend, make sure to do that. Keep changing the archetype until you get your perfect role, right? There's no reason you can't do that. So, keeping that in mind, let's talk about the archetypes, the stats you're looking for. For Shards of Galanor, you absolutely want a big super spike. Right here with Grenadier, where the secondary spike is super, is not terrible. Then with Gear Falcons, honestly, I think you probably want weapons, simply because, well, these are going to make your weapons get volatile rounds. Like, having an extra weapon set is going to be pretty good there, but you could go a few different ways with the Gear Falcons. Then for the Heart of Inmost Light, this is very open. This just improves abilities, so you could go the melee route. So right here, Brawler, not that bad. You could go the grenade route. There's a lot of different directions you can go with the Heart of Inmost Light. Then for Point Contact Cannon Brace, it's just melee. You want as high as of a melee as possible. Then for the Wings of Sacred Dawn, again, you could kind of go a couple of different routes here. Here with Gunner is really not bad at all. You are going to get some significant weapon bonuses for using the Wings of Sacred Dawn if you have a Solar Super equipped. So actually not a bad pickup right here. Boots the Assembler, well, this is all about your class. Having at least some class is a good idea. You probably don't need over 100 class when using the boots, but 100 class specifically, so you can keep putting down your riffs is very good. And then, of course, we have the exotic class item on offer. Now, in terms of the more offers, unfortunately, just raid banners and a bunch of crap I don't care about. Then, in terms of the weapons, so we have the Prometheus Catalyst and the Skyburner Catalyst. Well, I will say the Prometheus Catalyst is going to provide a huge boost to the Prometheus Lens Exotic Trace Rifle because it gives it incandescent. Like, it gives it a whole new perk. So, really big boost, but neither of these weapons are super meta right now. Although, actually, a Skyburner is surprisingly good on mythic difficulty content on Kepler because of the burn. It just causes constant ignitions. But again, these are not, mandatory pickups or anything like that. But get them if you have the exotic and you have the strange coins. Wardcliff Coil, not super meta, but it'll just randomly melt bosses depending on the boss. Fighting Lion, not super meta. Sweet Business, not super meta, but better after the Achaean War Rig changes. Hawkmoon here with Snapshot, no thank you. Unfortunately, they did fix the glitch where you could withdraw unlimited Hawkmoons from your collections tab, so we're going to actually have to pay attention to the Hawkmoon again. Now, in terms of the other weapons here, well, okay, hold on. We have an Adept Immortal Machine Gun. So this is from Trials. Adept. So you'd have to would have had to go flawless to get this. The best perk you could get was Target Lock in that right column. Now, Threat Detector, not so much. Not gonna lie, not the best. High caliber rounds increasing the flinch is not bad at all. And actually, you can put on full bore to get a big range. Like, you're up to 60 range. Then you can counteract that with stability. And guys, remember, because it's Adept, as you can see right here, you can put on Adept range for 10 more range. So, being able to get an Adept Immortal here with Target Lock and full bore for the range and high cal, which is actually not terrible. And honestly, Threat Detector is not a bad perk. It's maybe not the best with the Immortal, but again, it's really not that bad. Plus the Adept, like, guys, if you don't have a good PvP Immortal, definitely consider picking this one up. This is pretty juicy, and I think it's going to be better than what a lot of players may actually have. Like, this is a good roll. Not a god roll, but a very juicy roll. Now, on top of that, we have the Warden's Law here. Frenzy plus Enlightened Action, not that great, unfortunately. Not terrible, kind of a above average roll. That's about it, though. We have the Refusal of the Call with Beacon Rounds, auto-loading holster. Don't like that at all. Royal Chase with Field Prep Threat Detector, don't like that. Sojourner's Tale with Heal Clip is interesting. Remember, with shotguns and stuff that reloads one shell at a time, one shell will trigger heal clip. So you could like shoot once, kill, reload the one shell, and then like that'll trigger heal clip. You can keep shooting. So actually kind of a cool combo, but I don't know how practical a heal clip pinpoint slug really is in the game, but just kind of a cool perk roll there. Then the Lotus Eater, fantastic weapon, but unfortunately higher ground and beacon rounds is not what I'm looking for at all, guys. Then we've got the Behringer's Memory here. Elemental Capacitor and Pulse is not what I want. Then we have the Slammer Sword again with Relentless Permeability. Where is the Eager Edge, Bungie? Where is the Eager Edge Slammer? Come on. And then we have the Faith Keeper here with Danger Zone Frenzy. So frankly, pretty much all these are terrible. But again, this is not. In fact, here, I'm going to check my own personal roll of that gun right now. So here is my Immortal. And as you can see, I've got, range masterwork. I got a very good roll. Adept range, Hammerforge rifling, right? So full bore, again, like we're up there. I only have armor piercing rounds, so I guess I could have done better. So this is the same range as high cal would actually be better than my armor piercing. Rangefinder. Now, Rangefinder did get nerfed, so it's actually not that bad. So, this is actually not far off than what Xur is selling. Like, we have full bore, we have the range, target lock. We just don't have a range masterwork, unfortunately. But again, we can get adept range. So, seriously, guys, yeah, you're going to want to pick up this Adept Immortal from Xur. That is an Adept Trials weapon from Xur with that good of a roll. That is juicy, guys. So, that's going to be it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickKakis. That is linked in the description down below. Again, hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.